Hi, welcome to Storytime. My name is Stephen Frost. I'm an artist, an educator. I teach at CU Boulder in the Department of Media Studies, and I'm also a library commissioner for the city of Boulder. Now, the library has asked me to read you a story in honor of Gay Pride Month, which is June. Every June, we celebrate and honor the history of gay and lesbian people in the United States and around the world. Now, why June? Well, mostly my birthday is in June, so that's a great reason. But also because June is a month when a very important event took place, Stonewall. In 1969, a bunch of queer people who would frequent this one bar were getting harassed by police. And the people in that bar, they decided enough is enough. And they stood up and they started a riot. And that riot led to marches. And those marches led to visibility for queer people. And then today, 51 years later, we still honor that one important event that took place in 1969. So today, the book that we've selected is Peaceful Fights for Equal Rights by Rob Sanders and Jared Andrew Shore. Now, this book is about organizing yourself in your community, organizing your friends, and really thinking about what you want to stand up for in your community and how you can make a difference by creating your own peaceful fight. We must pursue peaceful ends through peaceful means. Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Peaceful fights for equal rights. You see the rainbow flag there? Peace symbol. All sorts of stuff in here. Now, as I read this, you might want to point out some of the signs that you recognize from some protests you might have been to. Assemble, take action, create allies. Make buttons, make banners, make bumper stickers too. Do you recognize some of these symbols? There's a rainbow symbol, a peace symbol, a dove, no more war. This is the Human Rights Campaign. This is the Black Power Fist, amazing. Boycott, boycott, boycott. This guy's sign says boycott grapes. I don't know what that's about, but I'm very curious to figure out why we should be boycotting grapes. Chant, cheer, call someone, campaign, camp out. Demonstrate, don't give up, don't give in. Look at this person calling somebody on the phone. They might not be able to protest in their own community, but they go ahead and they call their grandma, their grandpa, their friends, talk about what they're thinking. That's a super important part of this too. There's a hummingbird there too. I love hummingbirds, so I'm just pointing it out. This person's making signs. Have you ever made a protest sign? Educate, encourage, endure, be fearless, fly a flag, file a lawsuit, have faith. This looks like a teacher teaching kids about some important social movements. Give time, give strength, give money if you can, shake a hand, lend a hand, have hope, be hope. It's just not enough to just make a sign and show up, right? You have to do the work too. And so what they're suggesting is volunteering in your community. If the cause is so important to you that you're willing to go out and protest for it, you should also be willing to go out and do some work. That's what you should do with your free time. It's awesome. I love it. I do volunteer work at the library. They're always looking for helpful volunteers. So definitely check out their website. There's a lot of volunteer opportunities there, ways you can help us here in our community. Inquire, inform, imagine, invite. Join others on the journey. Join others in the fight. What does that mean? Just supporting your neighbors, supporting your friends. When they're demonstrating, calling out for help, listen, right? Maybe join in, maybe help amplify their voices. Knit a hat. That's one suggestion. This person is taking a knee. there's a better photo. I should have known that was coming. Here we go. And what does this mean? What was taking a knee? Remember? Do you guys remember this? No, I don't watch football, but I've heard all about this. Is that at football games, Colin Kaepernick, who was a football player, took a knee in protest of police violence against Black people in the United States. Some people didn't like this at all. They saw it as disrespectful against the American flag and against our country. But now I think people's minds have changed a little. And they're realizing that that simple action of taking a knee has really had a huge impact in the way that people understand this image of violence. Listen, learn, lead. Light a candle, write a letter, pass laws, march, mediate, meditate, motivate. Never stop. Persistence, right? One march, one rally, one sign, that's great. That's nice. One Instagram post, that's okay. But what they're saying here is persistence becomes really important. Keeping up the fight. Figuring out what it is that you're really passionate about and dedicating yourself to that. Organize, organize, organize. Parade, picket, post. Persist, preserve. Persevere. Oh my gosh, I read that word wrong. Can you believe it? I'm a teacher and I still read words wrong. Pray. Very nice page, just says pray. Ask questions, never quit. Quietly, do what's right. Read, remember, resist. What a cool drawing. Look at all the cool stuff in here. There's a cat, you see that Sharpie marker. Looks like they're taking some notes. They've got a record player. That's always good to have some good music to go with your protest. That's really important. Look at even pizza. Wouldn't be a protest without pizza. Stand up, speak out, sit down, sing loud, be silent. What do they mean by that? Sometimes just being silent, taking a moment of silence, remembering people who have sacrificed, people who have suffered in a gift to your cause can be a great moment. It's not always about noise. Strike. What's a strike? Is it baseball? I don't think so. That's a good thing to talk about. You'll have to ask somebody. Ask a grown-up. What's a strike? When people go on strike, what is that? That's a great conversation to have. Turn up the volume. See this? Super cool. Look at this awesome rock person with a cool guitar. Oh my gosh, they're playing the piano. I love this drawing. It's so cool. I love this carpet. It's adorable. And the pink guitar, pink's my favorite color. So I'm so into this drawing. What do they mean by turning up the volume, right? So these are musicians, right? That's their talent. That's their megaphone. So they're using the voice, the skills that they already have, the things that they're so good at, and they're using that to spread their message. Unite. Come together. Unite. Oh my gosh, great nail polish, right? Vote. Volunteer. Keep vigil. Be nonviolent. Wear it. Wave it. Work it. Write about it. Now we have an election coming up. You may not be able to vote. It's more than likely that if you're watching Storytime, you are not 18 years old. Can you believe that? It's totally possible. But it doesn't mean that you can't help get out the vote, get people excited about voting, help them spread the word, asking all the grown-ups in life, did you vote? Did you vote? You voted, right? I should ask everybody. Did you vote? Or are you going to plan on voting, right? Explain, change. Exemplify, change. Expect change. You can only do what you can do. So do it, right? Such a cool drawing. Whoa. This one says, be zealous. Now that's a cool word. I'm gonna ask you to look that up. Zealous is an interesting word, but what they mean is like have conviction, talk about what is important to you and stick to it, right? If you wanna change, if you wanna help the environment, stick to it. Find all the talking points, know what you're doing. All right, and that's the end. In the 1950s and 1960s, America witnessed nonviolent peaceful protests on a large scale. The movement was rooted in the philosophies of Henry David Thoreau, who in 1849 wrote the essay Civil Disobedience. Mahatma Gandhi practiced the principles of nonviolence in India in the 1930s, but it was Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., who became well known and well respected as an advocate for the use of peaceful protest in the United States. In 1957, Dr. King wrote The Power of Nonviolence. Even before that, he had begun teaching about the philosophy of nonviolence and using it in protest for African American civil rights. Cesar Chavez used nonviolent protest in the 1960s to organize farm workers and later to gain rights for Hispanics. Those civil rights movements were followed by peaceful anti-war protest and by protests for women's rights, gay rights, the environment, voter rights, and more. Not all peaceful protests are organized by large groups. When a person votes, he or she might actually be protesting. Sometimes people write a letter to express an opinion, or sing a song of protest, or stop buying certain products, or shopping at certain stores. While other people might buy a product to show their support of a particular view, some might wear a specific t-shirt or a button, put on a bumper sticker, or their car, knit a hat, post on social media, or fly a flag to share their views and opinions in a nonviolent way. Others might light a candle, meditate about positive changes they wish to see, or pray. Some people file lawsuits in hopes of overturning laws or creating new ones. In The Power of Nonviolence, Dr. King explained that the ultimate goal of nonviolent protest is not to humiliate or defeat the opponent, but to win his friendship and understanding. Dr. King said that the outcome of nonviolent protest would be reconciliation and the creation of a beloved community. Awesome. If you get this book out of the library, you can go through and look at all the different terms in here. Some of the words: zealous, filled with passion, enthusiasm, or eagerness. I guess you don't have to look that up now, but there's other words in here you should definitely look up. Strike, I'm missing that too. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me here in the month of June for Storytime. Have a wonderful day.